Welcome to MB Tool Reviews. Today on the channel we are taking a long-awaited look at this, the Einhell collated screw gun attachment. Now this collated screw gun attachment attaches itself to this, the Einhell TEDY18Li, which I reviewed in my last video about 4 months ago now. This is an 18-volt drywall screw gun, and it comes separately, and you have the option to either use it just as a screw gun with the head on it like that and your standard PH2, or you buy the screw gun attachment, which doesn't seem to have a model number. It just says drywall screw gun attachment. That then comes with this long PH2 bit. With the long PH2 bit, fits through there, and auto feeds screws, collated screws like these drywall screws here on a chain. The idea being that you put them in, and every time you fire the screw, so you hold down the trigger on the screw gun, that's continuous, and then you push backwards and forwards with the screw gun repeatedly, and this will just push in and out, and the screws repeatedly fire in. That's for anyone who doesn't know what a screw gun does, an automatic screw gun. Anyway, so I've used this. I put up a whole ceiling with this. Wanted to give it a fair review. That's why it's taken 4 months since I had the drywall gun review. I know a lot of you have been waiting for it. So tested it out, and I have a mixed review on this one, which is unfortunate. So what happened to me was I got a lot of misfires and misfeeds. Every third or fourth screw would jam up, would either not go all the way in, or the PH2 attachment would push straight through the front here, poke out the front like that, and then straight through the chain of screws like that one there. So that's what would happen. Then I have to dig out the screwdriver, push it back through, try and feed that, get it back into here. And I couldn't tell if the problem was with this, which I don't know if it is necessarily this, the distance or so on, or if it is with this screw gun, because this has a hex chuck inside of it, a standard hex attachment, and if you push the screwdriver in like so, it's quite tough to get out. You can't just pull, you have to get, I have to use a good bit of force with one hand to pull it out. It's not just going to fall out, but it repeatedly fell out every third or fourth screw. So it makes it tough for me to review this collated attachment when the screw gun isn't working, and I'm going to have to send them both back to Amazon because they come as a pair. Although this sold separately, you need the screw gun to work with the screw gun attachment. So I think the drywall gun is the problem here, but I can't recommend this either. So I am actually just going to go and get myself a DeWalt screw gun. I've heard that they are extremely good. I didn't want to spend the money on a Hilti because I don't do this very often, but I've heard that the DeWalt ones are the best. I mean, if anyone else can recommend a different screw gun, let me know in the comments. I've heard that the Makitas aren't that good as well. So I don't want to spend crazy money on this. So my honest opinion of this screw gun is that I wouldn't, the screw gun attachment is that I wouldn't buy it because the screw gun is letting it down. And I did say in my last video that I thought this was really good, but it appears to have broken, and even just as a screw gun, it seems to have sort of not lived up to the expectation that I had of it. It started to misfire as well when I was putting screws in. There was just all kinds of weird issues. It was making loud grinding noises, and so as a pair, I can't recommend the two of them together. Now I will just quickly run over the features of this tool in case you are interested still in buying it. So it attaches onto the drywall gun, but before you do that, you need to put in the PH2 long screwdriver attachment that comes with this. You then have to feed it through. There's a spring inside of the gun which is hard to see there, but you have to get the screwdriver in the middle, feed it all the way through. I used to give it a bit of a wiggle like that, and then push it into place. And once it's like that, it's ready to go. And then you feed your screws into the gun like so. Usually, obviously, you'll have a full strip of screws, and then you'll just hold down the trigger. I'm just going to pull it now. You hold it like so whilst you push down on the end. So each time you push, it will then feed another screw and another screw and another screw, and you never let go of the trigger whilst you're continuously pushing down, as you would with any other auto feed screw gun. My issue came that, as I said, it would feed through the screws just fine, no problems there, no jams like that. But either the screws wouldn't go deep enough. If I set the attachment too low or too high, the screwdriver pops out. I've tried all different things. The only thing I haven't tried was different screws. It could also be an issue with the screws, but if you can't buy a chain of screws and have it work on most brands, then what's the point? Yeah, so for me, this will be going back, and it looks like I'll be getting a DeWalt one, which I'll review that as well. So watch out for that. Thank you very much for watching. Please remember to comment down below if you have any questions about this tool or any other tools. Please don't forget to give the video a like and to subscribe to the channel. We have plenty more videos to come.